Hey, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he, they, she, thems. How are you guys doing today? It is your boy, the Passionate Gamer, Tyler McVicker. We are Clemator. It's my work day. We're working. We got a lot of shit we got to do today, and we're gonna get it done. We're gonna start by playing some Bioshock Infinite, get our brains in check. Gonna get going with today. We gotta film 2 sponsors, gotta film a video, gotta edit a video, and release that video. And I thought you guys would want to see what the full workday looks like, because I actually keep a lot of that hidden behind the scenes, you know. So got a haircut. My mommy took me to get a haircut. I look fucking super fly. How are you guys doing today? So, without further ado, let's get right into it. We're gonna play some Bioshock Infinite. That's the game we're currently getting through. I saw that we had a Team Fortress 2 update yesterday. That's what, the second one, the third one in this month. So, hey. That guy is kicking ass like normal. How's your guys' days going? It's what, Friday? The school started for some of you. What's going on? How are y'all doing? We are playing in 1999 mode, which is like the super hard mode. We are going for a 100% run, which means we have to upgrade everything. So, okay, so we're back here. We just finished the fight in this area, which was quite a big fight. And I must say, the second time going through this game is a lot better than the first time I played it. We're trying to get as many achievements as we can this playthrough. Obviously, that's not going to be entirely possible, given the nature of what these playthroughs are like. So we'll try and get some other ones. We are going to play the DLC eventually. Spider-Man PS4 runs pretty decently on a Steam Deck. Great to hear for those who are excited about that. Not a big superhero guy. I'm actually like kind of trying to avoid superhero stuff in spite of it, because I'm just so sick of hearing about it, if you know what I mean. And if you're just joining us, if you're new to the show, I apologize. I do spend a really fucking long time exploring every nook and cranny of every level. That's just how I am with any immersive sim. And even though I would disagree in calling this strictly an immersive sim, it is a game made by, you know, people that were very pivotal to the immersive sim genre. The game had to be severely stripped back to be released properly on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, so because of that, you ended up with a game that was a shell of what it could have been if it was PC only. But then again, that is every single game that was released in that era. Let's see that haircut. How about that?
Seems right up your alley.
Keep a lookout.
I'm looking fresh as hell.
It's done.
So this is the bank. There's not... We already were in here yesterday, but I guess it didn't save. And this is an extra little area to get a bunch of...
Found some
money. Yeah, headphones always fuck up the hairdo, but that's fine, whatever. Alright, the save does remember that I already watched those videos. Alright, just making sure that I grab everything I can. We're currently at a little under $500. We got, what is that, a lockpick? Cool. There are 3 pathways you can take. The correct one is over there. We are at full health right now, so... I'm curious if I've done this. I have not. Do you ever think they'll release some pre-release builds? I think as time moves forward, you'll see more and more of that stuff, yeah. It needs to be more normalized in the industry, in my opinion. You know. It's tough because it can be very embarrassing for those that made it. But in the case of this game, it was so much stuff that was removed. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff people were proud of that you just can't play. This might just be an alternate route in the same area. We're currently in Beggar's Alley. If you go the other way, you end up in the town square. So we are in downtown Emporia. We're about to do, well, not about, but I know that the next thing is the worst fight in the game, which is with the Mother's Ghost. But what can you do? RPG ammo full. What pre-release builds from what era would most likely be released? I'm not saying any one in particular in relation to the Bioshock Infinite's development cycle. I'm just saying in general, it'll become far more common to do as a means of historical preservation. If that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, you know how I am with that, Lynn. You know, I start something and then I want to finish it. And I know I'm really bad at it, which is why I've been forcing myself to do more of it. Plus, I'm enjoying this game a lot more my second time through, I must say. Which makes me excited to play Bioshock 2 a second time because that game was fucking great.
Maybe it shouldn't.
Thank you. Cool haircut, thank you. Alright, I remember there were some salts available, and I'm just kind of looking around for them. There's one. There's some more. And there was some salts down there, yeah. Looks like a decent game, actually, seeing you play it more. Gonna play the series on my deck. Yeah, great games. Not a whole lot that you even need to do to get it running the best it can. You used to have to patch the game because there used to be for Bioshock 1 and 2, there used to be a 30 FPS lock. Like, it was locked to 30 FPS for a while, from 2007 until they did the re-releases in 2016. And the reason they did those re-releases was because a fan reverse engineered the source code to be able to redraw how physics works in the game so that a higher... It's crazy what that guy did, and then that turned into the re-release. Good stuff, good stuff. Never played any of them. Oh, they're fantastic games. They're overrated.
There's a sniper bunker.
Elizabeth!
Done.
Elizabeth!
All right. There you go. Situate, you're hurt.
Woo! Air shot. It was too slow for me. Well, it's not a shooter. It's not. I mean, this one's a shooter, but the other ones aren't first and foremost shooters, in my opinion. They're more immersive sim type games, and immersive sims are some of my favorite games ever. Prey 2017, you know, for example. So wait, is there a re-release Bioshock remaster? No, they did a Bioshock remaster in 2016. It wasn't very well done, but they did increase the frame rate. They actually didn't include the Bioshock 2 multiplayer stuff, which was highly acclaimed at its time and was far more in-depth than you may expect for a tacked-on multiplayer mode.
Open it.
Sure thing.
It's got like a whole story. And it was very buggy on launch. Like you didn't test this shit kind of buggy. I mean, it's Take-Two, so you know what a fucking shock, but still, you know.
Done.
Do it!
On it.
Oh shoot.
I'll wait down here.
What are my hopes for Bioshock 4? For it not to suck. For them not to do the kind of things that I was hearing that they wanted to do. Open world bullshit. You know, maybe you could do an open world Bioshock and it would be okay. But trying to make Bioshock a games as a service thing is just like, you know, it's an immersive sim. It just doesn't seem to work.
I'll be down here.
Is it possible to get up there? Probably not. There's definitely stuff up there.
Those pennants. Seems like the Vox have chosen their favorite color.
Seems about right.
I mean, I like the idea of it being like dual world type stuff where one of the worlds is like, you know, 1920s London kind of thing. You know, this game was very much about Americana, whereas, you know. Okay, so like, what? Let's do one about London and Britannia and all that kind of stuff. Which it could be great, but at the same time, it's worrying because it's like, okay, it sure is taking a while.
Yes. More of your finest wine, James. Consider this overdue recompense. Oh, wait. Back taxes.
Saved your life, dude. Say something.
Tonight, the Prophet moved against his political enemies. He preaches mercy, but 40 souls lie tonight dead in unmarked graves. If a man was ever unworthy of grace, it would be my husband. But when I was beyond redemption, he offered it anyway. How can I deny forgiveness to one who with love granted it to me?
Because he's a sociopath and you were part of his plan. What's the theme of the top? I have no idea. You see, that it's surprising how little is actually leaked about the game. I'm curious to see what all of these are. You've got strength, judgment, strength, the world, the chariot. I wonder if that's referencing something. There's definitely some kind of secret down here, but can't seem to find it. The video that I'm doing that'll be out today is more of an introduction to me making videos on Bioshock 2. I'm having a lot of trouble with properly uploading the time travel stuff in a way that doesn't absolutely ruin the intention. YouTube really, like, I understand I'm uploading fucking 4:3 aspect ratio content that was recorded on a bunch of old equipment, but at the same time, I feel like it shouldn't be this difficult to make it work, but it's hard. So I apologize that that a lot of the VODs aren't out yet. Yeah, YouTube and Floatplane, just pretty much any kind of modern video source, video platform, does not like the VODs. So what I'm trying to figure out a way to like re-render it in a way that is still proper.
Done.
Does that make sense? Like, there's a lot of let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. I wasn't just fucking around from the time I first told people that I was working on this full time to the first like legitimate episode last week. I was working non-stop the entire time, learning everything I could about everything that was important to the show. So there's a lot of moving parts that the viewer doesn't know about and will never know about, and I don't really want... I mean, I might make a video explaining how everything works for Floatplane or something, but not publicly. Because it takes away some of the mystique. But that said, I spent so long getting a certain look for the show, getting a certain vibe for the show, like in terms of like the color palette of the camera, the exact amount of distortion and analog interference on the computer screens. All of that was heavily calculated and pre-planned, and I don't like what YouTube does to it. It makes me very upset how bad it looks on YouTube compared to what the local file looks like. Because I record a local file at a much higher bitrate than what's going out on the stream because I want to preserve the look of the show as much as possible. And it's completely lost in the YouTube VODs. So I have a couple of ideas. One of them is recording the show directly to tape and then capturing that tape as an upsampled 720 video with black bars on either side of the 16:9, because I have a feeling that due to its resolution, YouTube thinks it can add a significant amount of extra compression on top of it. So what I want to do is I want to maintain the look and upload a file that's of higher resolution than what's actually there. But I've done some tests, and in the upsampling, there are details that are lost because it gets kind of sharpened, over-sharpened, or over-smeared. So, yeah. It's tough. It's tough. But what can you do? I care very much about the look of it. I want people to come in and be like, how the fuck is it, like, to think for a second, like, is this actually from the 90s? Because this is insane. So, you know. And I mean, I don't read chat live because as far as Ty is concerned, he doesn't see the chat most of the time. But I do see it, I read it, and, you know, I love seeing when people are like, so wait, is this, like, what, like, is this a recording? How is this made? Where did this come from? Is this, like, I love people getting confused. That makes me so happy. It means I did my job properly, you know?
Grab that lockpick.
I used the wrong one.
Put that away.
Oh. I had no idea. That boy hurt himself. No, the response that I'm getting from the show has been incredibly positive, which is very uplifting. It gives me hope that I'm on the right track with this show and that it'll become something really special in a couple of months, a year, you know, down the road. I'm very happy with how it's turned out, how it's turning out, and there's a lot planned that has yet to occur. That I'm very excited to pull off and hopefully pull off, you know.
Open it.
Yeah, the time travel show is my creative baby. I've never put more, like, I have never been more invested in a creative project as I have been this one. And it is very much an outlet for me, a creative outlet for me to really get into the character and you know, pretends to exist in another time. I love it. I really, really enjoy it. And I'm glad that the viewers enjoy it as well. I will say I wasn't as happy with Wednesday's show as much as Saturday's show. I've gotten a lot of very good feedback on Wednesday's show. A lot of people being like, wow, yeah, game's not working. That's so 90s. Like, I remember, like, coming home and game's not working and being so upset, and it's like, okay. I mean, I'm glad you like it, but, you know, it didn't end up as entertaining as I wanted it to be, you know? But what can you do?
You hold on to this.
How do I do 60 FPS on old equipment? I'm proud about that. I'm not gonna give it away. There's some trickery going on. It's number one to make it look like analog television of the era, which was in 60. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's some fuckery going on. But I don't want to give it away because I'm very happy with how it turned out. And it took a very long time to figure it out. Very specific equipment is being used. I'll say that. And that's equipment that I spent months learning about and finding the right, you know, version of, and learning how to set up properly, that kind of stuff. It's months and months of non-stop work, if that makes sense.
There you go.
I've never gotten a chance to play the original Rainbow Six, not yet at least. It's on the list. I don't think you realize I am 100%
Elizabeth.
intending on getting through that 500 game list. That is the point of Season 1. That's not a gag. I'm getting through that list. The average right now is about 5 games a show. It'll get... I'm not going to talk about it. Stop asking questions. I'm going to ruin stuff. Just watch the show. When the show airs on Saturdays and Wednesdays, watch the show. I don't want to ruin ideas and pre-written concepts that are ready to go and planned, but we're not there in the story yet. See, this seems like a place I can go into. Maybe from the other side. The VOD situation will be taken care of. It's not something that I have the time to focus on right now, but next week it's going to be my main concern. Odds are I'll just upload a shitty looking VOD and then replace it when I figure it out. That might just be how I end up going about things. Because I don't have the time to fully invest myself into figuring that out just yet. So we'll see.
Elizabeth?
I'll see what I can do. There you go.
Thank you. What do you mean by replace? I mean re-upload them in a better format when I figure it out.
The sergeant looked at me and said, "Your family tree shelters a teepee or two, doesn't it, son?" This lie, this calumny, it followed me all my life. From that day, no man truly called me comrade. It was only when I burnt the teepees with the squaws inside did they take me as one of their own. Only blood can redeem blood.
You know, I keep thinking about that dream that you had. New York on fire. There's something about it.
How far ahead was Burial at Sea planned? Have the id guys commented on it? Yeah. Yep.
That one! Now!
Done.
Sealant, thanks for hanging out.
Want it?
You're worried about the story because, yeah, I guess it's tough for me to be able to understand that worry without having finished Terrio. Let's see. Any info on what time it takes place? Yeah. Turn of the century. So 1999, sure.
Can you unlock this?
Child's play.
1920s is what we've been hearing, yeah.
Got it.
But then again, it's Bioshock. That shit could have been rebooted. You know, as Bioshocks tends to be. The bios and the systems and the psychos. All the shocks.
Found some money.
Would you want to see a Bioshock game taking place after this, like the 50s? That'd be cool. $1950s would be neat. Solving the Irish problem. Meet the drunk, the laggard. Meet the strumpet, his broodmare. Together they manufacture future Vox Populi recruits. Send them to me, says Jeremiah Fink at Fink Co. They'll work or, by God, die trying. Mick Vicker. My name is Mick Vicker. That's my name, Mick Vicker. Hello, my name is Mick Vicker. Okay, so that's where I came from. Beyond that gate lies Comstock House.
This is for the miracle child. Hello. I'm sorry your mother, Lady Comstock, is dead. I think she is altogether better than mine. Since you live there, can you tell me why the tower has been closed? People say it's poor weather, then the pox, then a haunting. If it is a secret, I promise not to tell a soul. Your pen friend, Constance.
Lady Comstock, how lovely to see you. Wonderful of you to make the journey, especially considering your painful death 19 years ago.
Lady Comstock.
The dress. The thing has mistaken me for my mother.
Your fingerprints do not seem to be your own today, Lady Comstock. Are you unwell?
This isn't going to work.
I think it can.
Your mother's dead, Elizabeth.
Yes. I think it's time I paid.
Sterling, send me everything you know about this game,
Let's head to
man.
where she's buried.
Shoutouts to them getting a fucking, like, Commodore 64 speech synthesis. I said there's not? No, I heard that. Send me everything that you are aware of, please. And I'll work my little magic fingers to the bone.
Lady Comstock, how great of you to join us.
Atomic heart, more like atomic fart. Did you hear what I said? I said atomic fart. Did you hear?
It's locked.
Looks easy enough.
They spawned her out there! She dropped from up there. Looks easy enough. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. Oh, and it's magically open. How lovely.
Child's play. Code book. I wonder where the cipher is.
Think you can crack this one open?
Let me see.
Oh. Boom! How about that? So my wife is beautiful, and she got scammed on Fiverr. It's true. True story. Oh, he blew up. Oh, he blew up. He blew up. Did you know, to be patriotic, one must first understand the importance of the patriotism itself? Yes.
Are you mocking Germans?
I wasn't trying to.
Are we gonna tell the story of how I got scammed on Fiverr?
In order to understand our very important story, one must first understand that Electra Barnett is an author. She writes books for many people to enjoy. But this time, she wanted someone to read her book.
Feel better already.
So she went on.
My story already.
She used the platform.
Brother, I need to switch the laundry and then tell him.
Vox Populi, more like Vox Fart. Did you hear that? Did you hear the joke? I said. We have made it back to the market district. Only this time we are somewhere completely different. I need one more of them.
Here! Ammo, take it! I'll try to keep you stopped.
I lost everything. I'm going. Take the pin down. Got to grow. Smoke him out.
Ah, fart and poop. Pee and fart. Am I gonna do the DLC in this run? Oh, of course. I'm in the middle of a fight. Wait until the fight's over. A fight with your pants. Hector's fighting with her pants. I died again.
I have once again been scammed by life.
Yeah, it's true. What? What? You started pulling out your hair again? You should probably stop doing that. I got that achievement. My shields are regenerating, and Electra wants to tell you a story. A story of love, a story of loss, a story of intrigue, a story of deception. She's gonna sit down and tell you.
I probably won't be good at telling it.
That's fine. No one expects you to be good at it. You're not an author or anything.
Actually. Hello. So recently, I hired a beta reader online. Okay? And I'm gonna pull up the evidence. So I can't see where they're talking. You gotta move all that stuff. How should I start? I ordered a beta reader.
What's a beta reader?
So basically a beta reader is someone who reads your book before it's finished to make sure, to tell you what you need to do better, what you need to take out, what you need to put in, you know. Anyways, I hired one, and it was supposed to be 2 different people working together to do it. So their names were Peter and Pepper. I don't know. Peter and Pepper.
Peter and Pepper.
And they were supposed to beta read my book. Well, 3 days later, Peter messages me and says, I finished reading your book and have written an extensive 19-page rewrite plan. I was like, wow, that sounds great, okay? And so, Peter was like, Pepper, unfortunately, is just starting, but I feel like I can give you a discount for a reread, and we just let Pepper sit out this one out. I've read 19 pages, I've given notes on your annotations on your manuscript, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So anyway, what happened was, when I got the feedback, it was 19 pages, or only 3 of the sentences were about my book. Okay?
Yep.
The rest was just an obvious template that he sends to everybody. And he just obviously like name drop some of my character's name in there to make it seem personalized instead of just like, you know, just like a generic template kind of deal. And so, okay, Tyler, you do this part of describing what it said, what it was like.
So, the way that it worked was, it would be like
19 pages of this.
19 pages of, when considering a rewrite, one must first consider what you are rewriting. Think about Die Hard or Harry Potter. The characters always have motivation. For example, in Die Hard, John McClane needs to exit a building. In Harry Potter, Harry is a wizard. These are character motivations and things you must keep in mind. Now, also remember that within your first chapter, you must make sure not to treat your readers stupidly. So, for example, in Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Crystal Skull, one must always make sure that the opening makes just as much sense as anything else. Chaim, your character, doesn't do this. One must also consider Spy Kids 3D. Game over.
No, but he would go on and on and on. Like the whole summary, the whole plot of a movie. Instead of just talking like about my book and I was like, bro, what? This is literally what you send to everybody. Like, you
ain't fooling.
You just replaced character X with my, you know what I'm saying? X, the variables. You just put numbers into the variables is what you did.
X gonna give it to you.
Okay, so I was like, okay, this guy obviously didn't read my book, and he just like read the first chapter to get the characters' names and stuff and stuck them in there.
Yep.
So what I did was I asked him a more complex question that you wouldn't be able to answer unless you read it. So I asked, like, what did you think about my midpoint climax and my ending climax and how it worked for my story as a whole, right? You can't answer that if you've not read a book, right? And he says, oh no, I don't think I can access this anymore. But anyway, it basically said, and I also asked about, like, relationship development. And, he said, I was paying too much attention to the plot to pick up on any relationship that were happening. And I was like, you can't tell me. So basically, I asked him, what did we ask him?
So, in order to be able to truly confirm if this guy had read the book or not, we make up a romantic relationship and ask him if the romantic relationship was introduced too early. So...
And it was not real. This never happened in my book. It was
so
made up.
what we did was we picked 2 characters in the book that are very different ages, that are never even romantically interested in each other, and asked if we introduced that romantic relationship too early. And his response was, no. No, you didn't introduce that romantic relationship too early. That romantic relationship that we made up between two characters that, even if you didn't fully read the book and you understood the characters, you would still heavily question the motives of that romantic relationship in the first place.
So
caught in 4K. Caught. He was a dumbass.
Oh my god, that's my fear. That the guy's releasing the book. Okay, so then I was like, okay, I paid this guy $100 to read my book, okay? So I wasn't about to, like, just let him, you know, read my book, not read my book. You know what I'm saying? How do you get to it? Hey, Boo Bear, how do I get to it?
Floppy.
Entertain them while I figured this out.
Floppy. Today we count floppy. 1 floppy, 2 floppy, 3 floppy, 4 floppy, 5
That's
floppy.
no.
6 floppy, 7 floppy, 8 floppy, 9 floppy, 10 floppy, 11 floppy, 12 floppy, 13 floppy, 14 floppy, 15 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 floppy, 15
Okay,
floppy,
I found it.
15.
Okay.
We currently are at 15 floppy.
Okay, so then once we were like, okay, he obviously didn't read it because he's answering questions incorrectly. We're fabricating stuff and he's agreeing with it.
Yep.
This is what I said. Based on our discourse and your memo, it's quite clear to me that you only read the first couple chapters of my manuscript. Approximately 3 or 4 sentences of the analysis even mentions my manuscript specifically. It's clearly a template copy and pasted and sent to every buyer with a few character name drops to make it seem personalized. It reads like a list and summary of your favorite books and movies and appears to be mostly recycled material from your blog.
Oh yeah, this guy has a blog about writing, and the 19-page summary he wrote for Elektra was mostly just taken verbatim from his fucking public blog.
I said the relationship between the two characters I ask you about is completely fabricated. It is something that did not occur in my book. I paid you $100 to read my book and you did not provide that service. I would just like to cancel the order and move on. If you did not agree, I am willing to contact Fiverr to refund my purchase.
Yeah.
Anyways, he comes back with, firstly, that write-up was not a template. I worked it out for you and I worked hard on it, hoping that would salvage your manuscript. Secondly, I was so frustrated with your manuscript that I skimmed a lot. I found it unreadable. Lacey and Reeve were dominant characters, but I was not interested in them. First of all, he was calling my main character by the wrong name. Because, okay, so the character...
I'll do this one. Okay, give me my chair back. I'm gonna take over. Okay. At the beginning of Elektra's book, in its current iteration, when it comes out in stores, it'll be very different. That's just how the book writing process goes. But in the current iteration, when introducing one of the main characters, whom is named Reeve, R-E-E-V-E, they are first introduced as the Traveler from this character's perspective. So you are in Reeve's perspective. Reeve, you learn later, is a felon. He's a fugitive. For many different reasons, I can't spoil that. But he travels around trying to make ends meet, and he stops at bars and taverns and stuff. And he was at a bar in the first chapter of the book, and he introduces himself under an alias. The alias he gives is Hiram. Now, the funny thing about that is it's just mentioned twice that the main character has an alias named Hiram. A lot happens throughout the book It's just page 1 and 2 where he's referred to as Hiram. Through the rest of the book, his name is Reeve. This motherfucker that we paid $100 to read Electra's 400-page fantasy novel, 350-page fantasy novel, referred to the character as Hiram. A name that is given as a cover, as an alias, in just the first 2 pages of the book. And very quickly, you realize it's not his real name. Almost, page 4?
I don't know. Within the first 10 pages, I think. I don't know.
So it's very obvious that this guy's grift is to advertise themselves on Fiverr as a published author. I've done some digging into this guy. He's a self-published author.
This person once caught up.
Electra is a burgeoning fantasy author whom is in the middle of writing a couple of, epic fantasy trilogies.
Not epic.
Okay. In the middle of writing some fantasy trilogies. And her second draft of one of the first books in a series she's working on has been completed. And every time you finish a draft, you send it around to some people to do something that's called beta reading. Beta reading is a lot like beta testing a video game. You take a look at it, and you look at it with a really critical eye to try and find as many problems that may exist within any of the aspects of literature, right? And how to improve it upon draft 3, draft 4, final draft, before you submit it to an agent. So this guy advertises himself as a published retired author whom will not only beta read your book, but do light developmental editing. Meaning, he will give you very specific advice on how to improve the draft of your book so that when you do submit it to publishers, it's more attractive to them so that you can get it published. This guy's grift is to shit on every single book that he is sent. Hard. What this guy will do is he will read the first 5 pages. I'm not even sure he read the first 10 pages because he referred to the guy as the Traveler and Hiram and not Reeve. And he will make it seem like the book that you have presented him is it's on the verge of being unsalvageable. And he will be like, in my professional opinion, this is unreadable. And then he does this because if he saw any potential in it, or he expressed any interest in the story you were telling, he would need to be more specific in his feedback. But if he is just blanket, this is terrible, then being very generic in how to rewrite something is acceptable. Almost. You see, the problem is, he has this form letter that's like 20 pages long that he just vaguely changes. Out of 19 pages, 3 sentences mention anything pertaining to the book that we paid him $100 to read.
And that was very vague.
And the rest of it is stuff that was taken almost verbatim from his book writing blog. It's a grift. So we call him out on it. And we ask for a refund. We hired you under the advertising service of beta reading. You told us you were going to beta read this book for $100 and give us feedback. That's what we hired you to do. What did you actually do? You took the $100 and you pretended to be a high schooler that didn't read the book before the assignment was due. So you go through the book picking random places and adding one comment over and over again. This part isn't very good. Refer to the document I sent you. And then pick like 2 sentences throughout the book and improve them. He gave like 3 sentences with grammatical improvements, and
No, it
they're
was more than
terrible.
that. Like in the first
Terrible. He rewrote some of the sentences in Electra's draft, but only the first 2 chapters.
2 pages.
Awful. Fucking awful.
No, this is what he did. He,
No,
like,
there's not even any purpose in trying.
No. Okay, for the first 2 pages, he was like kind of trying to line edit it, and he just crossed out like so many of my like words and stuff, and was like, "You can't even form a sentence. Like you can't even." Form
He was brutal.
And I was like,
effectively saying that Electra doesn't even have a solid grasp on the English language, or grammar, or basic grammar. That's how far down he's willing to shit on the person submitting their work, so that giving this 20-page textbook entry about general rewriting etiquette makes sense. No real work is being done. So, Electra's manuscript isn't unreadable. Many people other than this asshole have read it. Other beta readers have read it and been like, yes, it needs some work, but there's a lot of potential here. So Electra sent a message like, I want a refund now because you're obviously bullshitting me. And he immediately gives the refund because we called him out on his bullshit. And in the refund, he was like, in the direct messages between Electra and this dickhead, was like, well, I mean, your book was so bad it was hard for me to focus, so I was skimming a little bit, so I might not have all the details. And your plot is so convoluted and terrible that, you know, sometimes I was just too focused on it to really understand who the characters were. And it's like, dickhead...
you couldn't even tell me what my plot was.
Dickhead, we made up a plot point. We just made one up and asked you your opinion of it. And you gave your opinion of it like you read the damn book. Dickhead, you didn't skim shit.
Oh my god, Tyler.
So then he gives the refund. And when a person gives a refund on Fiverr, you need to explain why the refund was given. And he just straight up says, I didn't read the book.
He finally admits it.
In the refund, he's like, she's upset that I didn't read the book. Did I read the book? No. Do not... We should give the guy's name. Don't go for this guy. He's a liar. You see, and my mom pointed something out that's true. Electra has a support structure in me, in her other writing, colleagues and shit, and with the other beta readers that she's found to have good relationships with, like Rachel, one of her good beta readers that she's worked with in the past. This guy is advertising himself as a retired published author.
Gary.
Who is actually 2 people. I don't think Gary's a real person because he has a blog. These 2 people have a blog where they advertise all of their self-published works. And what's funny is on the blog, the first guy is there. The second guy, nowhere to be mentioned, isn't a person. I do not think this Gary is a person. Peter or Pepper, whatever you said.
It's Pepper.
Pepper. So what's troubling is, if a up-and-coming author with no support, like a teenager, has a manuscript that they're excited about, and they save up the $100 to get it beta read, which, if you watch YouTube videos about how to get published, this is something that everybody says you need to do. You need to have people read your book with a very close eye in order to improve it. That's just how you do things. So imagine if an up-and-comer somehow got the $100 to go to this guy who is apparently published and experienced, an elder statesman in the industry, and his grift requires him to say that your book is A, unreadable, and B, didn't hold my attention to the point where I didn't complete the job. People are going to be turned off from writing, even though this feedback has no place in reality. Do you know what I mean? Here's the last...
Yeah, we're going to report him.
Here's the last questionable aspect
What?
of this guy. we all shop online. We all participate.
Why do you let me buy stuff?
We all participate in product review culture. This guy on Fiverr has a 5-star review rating. 5.0. 5-star review rating. And it is apparent that he has done this grift with everyone he's worked with in the past. 5 stars. Exactly 5 stars. Now I, being me, did some research on the guy. Very quick research. And I found his blog. And I looked through his blog. And there are links to self-published paperbacks and hardcovers of his books on Amazon. All of his books, physical copies, 5.0 stars, with dozens of reviews. Not 4.8, not 4.7, 5.0. That is impossible. No one in their right fucking mind would ever think that a full 5.0 is possible in a public forum. He's nothing but bots for the grift. This guy needs taken off the platform now.
We should report him. I haven't done it yet.
Like, look, he's a boomer ass dude. He's old. So maybe this dude thinks, oh wow, 5 stars. But anybody our age or younger, or at least anyone who's internet literate, would know 5.0, not real. That's not real.
What is this?
Anything between 4.5 and 4.85 is most probably real, because that's realistic. That's a great product. 4.0 to 4.5, that's a decent product. Anything below 3.0, stay away. 5?
Look, they said, why did Lecture trust a 5.0?
Because she's a dumbass!
It's actually not uncommon for, like, sellers on Fiverr to have 5.0s.
No, it's because Electra is not internet literate. She's not very good with the internet.
Go on Fiverr. Like, it's not uncommon, because usually when people are unsatisfied, they either cancel the order or they just don't leave a review and move on.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Because if you
but
cancel the order, you can't put a review.
If you had looked up the guy and saw, wow, his random ass books that he's written about dumb shit all have 5 stars too.
Anyways, I got my money back.
Yeah, she got the refund, but we need to report this guy so that he doesn't scam other people, because this is an obvious scam.
First of all,
we've been scammed before. There was an editor who claimed to be the super professional editor, and all she did was run the damn thing through Grammarly and give it back. That's all she did. And it was very obvious. But Electra at the time was trying to avoid controversy or whatever, so she didn't request any refund with that one.
I didn't give her a review. See? That's what I mean. Like, you just, if you didn't like the work, you kind of either cancel the order.
Can you see how long he's been on the site? Yeah, you can.
Since 2015, I think.
Like, this is a scam that's been going on for a while. So obviously it's been working out for him.
Well,
let's destroy it.
First of all, I know how to structure a sentence.
First of all, you're a trashy hoe.
I know how to structure a sentence. I am college educated, and I have been nominated for writing awards at my college. Also, I've been offered job opportunities from my writing, and I've had specific professors reach out to me months after I've left their class to tell me, hey, I hope you haven't stopped writing. I still think about your work. I hope you pursue writing or, grad school, whatever in the future. Okay? I know how to construct a sentence. All right?
Yes, but you do understand that the scam requires him just shitting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if he shows any interest, he needs to actually have read it.
Yeah, you can't be like, I
like the plot. Okay, what about it? I just really like it. how it flows, the climax. I love the plot.
Yeah. In my first beta reader, with my first draft, I made her cry twice. Okay? And my first draft wasn't as good. So.
Alright, Boober, I gotta get back to work.
Okay, well, thanks for listening to my
TED
drama.
Talk.
This is my, life. A lot of drama.
Lots of drama.
But, like, low-scale drama that's, like, I don't know, nerd, you know? This is my whole life.
Can you get me a liquid death, please?
Where is it?
I think in the living room. Or the kitchen.
If you want to beta my reader my book, you gotta wait until
What did you say?
Beta reader my book.
Okay. If you want to read my book...
If you want to beta read my book, you gotta wait till the next draft's done. Because there's some stuff I gotta fix. So...
Oh, books. Ugh.
Excuse me. Why are you wearing this?
It's The Witcher.
I know. Wait, what?
Somebody said, oh, books. Ugh. Is the cover done? No.
No.
The publisher does that.
Okay.
Alright, can you get me a liquid death, please?
Here's the keys to my apartment.
Thanks. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. Oh, that's weak. Back that strong blue 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Did Reno read the book? No. Everybody go give Reno shit for that. Isn't this story about incest? What story? This game? Kinda, yeah. Yeah, that's true. And you got your money back. Booker doesn't have the hots for Elizabeth. Yeah, that's true.
It's the test lab.
Yep.
Looks abandoned.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want attention or something? Do you want to hang out?
Yeah, it's flavorless.
It's water.
Water
You
has
dumbo.
flavor. Eh. It kind of feels powdery too. No.
According to Ken Levine, no one should have the hots for Elizabeth. No one should have the hots for this character. If no one's supposed to have the hots for this character, why? Why?
I don't like her outfit, but you know,
Yeah.
everything else seems to be in check.
Everything else seems to be in.
I found a lockpick.
She could have a new outfit.
He got so upset that there was porn of her.
Open it.
Okay.
Is he a dumbass? What a dumbass.
Oh, I think my brother sent me a pep talk. I called him and told him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. I didn't read the pep talk yet.
Elizabeth is like a daughter to him? Okay. Why'd you put your daughter in a corset for half the game? Oh, just the DeviantArt stuff? I'm sure he hates Source Filmmaker.
Open it.
You bet. I'll be down here. Go on without me.
Does it really let me dismount on a fucking tree? Is there a way to get into the loot tests? Because there's a key. Oh, my soul to company store. Yeah, so I think I covered this whole map so far.
I know that place. It's Albert Fink's house. I love his music. I wonder if he's in there.
My dear brother, these holes in the thin air continue to pay dividends. I know not which musician you borrow your notes from, but if he has half the genius of the biologist I now observe, well, then you are to be the Mozart of Columbia.
Oh, is this Everybody Wants to Rule the World?
There's the graveyard where my mother's buried.
Are you ready for the shitty part of the game? I don't want to see Elizabeth's feet anymore. Stop showing me Elizabeth's feet. Ew, yucky.
What are we looking for?
There it is.
Oh, worst part of the game. Okay, after we do this fight, I'm gonna need to record some stuff and send some stuff around real quick. Daddy gotta get paid. Bioshock vid's still coming out today? Yes, sirree. It's almost done. We're gonna finish it here.
Okay.
Open it.
There.
It's your mother's grave.
They have her preserved in an airtight chamber. Her fingerprints will get us into Comstock House.
She's your
A
mother.
mother who abandons their child doesn't draw a lot of sympathy in my book.
Take a moment to think about what you're doing.
There. Will you open the door, or do I have to go in without you?
Ah.
Elizabeth.
It's her. How are you, Mother? All locked up in there, huh? Looks like you and I have some common ground.
Let me do it.
No.
Let me do it.
You see, child, you chose to follow a false shepherd, and he has led you astray. What I do for love. What lion does not cringe to see their common pain, but spare the rod, spoil the child. If you won't listen to me, perhaps you will listen to your mother.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
Where did she
Just
go?
hold on. You need to rest for a minute.
No, I'm getting that hand.
Elizabeth?
It's literally
Why is your
just,
mother a
ooh,
ghost?
ghosts are real!
He used me to power that device. He opened up some kind of tear. What's happening?
Seeing your mother raising the dead.
Catch, Booker.
Perfect timing.
Don't die.
The whole story makes no fucking sense. That's this whole game. Yeah, so this bit is really, really hard. Every time I die, she gets back to full health. Alright, I gotta think about what I'm wearing.
There you go.
That'll do. Now!
There you go. I'll keep my eyes open for more.
Use the power of the glitch salt icon.
Go ahead.
You bet.
Oh my god.
There!
Are the enemies that she does... she brings in Infinite. Like, is there an end to the number of enemies she can bring in? So bad.
Elizabeth.
Sure thing. Salt's here.
What is she?
I don't know. What am I? Is she the source of my power?
What is she? Alive or dead?
Why do you ask what?
When the delicious question is when.
The only difference between past and present
Is semantics.
lives, lived, will live.
Dies, died, will die.
If we could perceive time as it truly was,
What reason would grammar professors have to get out of bed?
like us all, Lady Comstock exists across time.
She's both alive and dead.
She perceives being both.
She finds this condition disagreeable.
Perception without comprehension.
It's a dangerous combination.
Look! Footsteps.
She goes to unfinished business.
We have to follow her. Convince her to open the gate to Comstock House.
Oh god, that sucked. How do I get in here? God, that sucked.
There.
All right.
Does anyone know how to get into that room?
It's a shame you have need of her to enter Comstock House.
Frankly, she doesn't seem all that cooperative.
There is a way to bring her to reason.
3 truths you must discover first.
Truths which, in this world, Comstock has destroyed.
If only one of you had the power to alter time and space.
That would be a blessing, wouldn't it?
They're sarcastic.
There's something off.
I have to
about Lady
find
Comstock.
Yeah.
a sniper
Those.
rifle.
No, you don't understand.
Okay. Skull time! Skull time! Skull time! Skull time! Skull time! Skull time! Guess what time it is? It's skull time. Skull time means it's time to buy shirts. The best damn shirts in the whole damn land. Into the AM, the video this is sponsored by, is here to give you skull time. Thank you for sponsoring this. Into the AM. Buy the best damn t-shirts in the land. And hey, if you want some Into the AM t-shirts, did you know Oh, and hey, if you want some t-shirts, did you know that did you know? Oh, and hey, did you know that if you want some t-shirts, basic tees, essential tees, they're on sale from August 18th to the 21st. They're on sale. Skull Time on sale. Get some sales, get some t-shirts. Thank you very much. In the AM. Another month, another time to talk about how to improve oneself. Last month I told you about Skillshare, and Skillshare again is this video's sponsor. I watched a whole bunch of Skillshare approved self-help videos, and I threw away all my garbage. I've been spending my weekends and my weekdays working my big old booty off like I normally do. Only now I've been watching a lot of the stuff that is available on Skillshare. Again, related to self-help. But of course, you can get anything you need on Skillshare to be able to learn. It's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of incredibly made, well-curated lessons, lectures, ways of learning. Using my link down in the description below, you can get a deal on Skillshare right now. And Skillshare has been super duper helpful for me. So why not try it? Thank you very much for Skillshare. Thank you very much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And thank you very much for Skillshare for making my life a bit easier. Eating ass and eating booty. Eating ass, eating booty and ass. Booty and ass, booty and ass. Booty, booty and ass. Hey, hey, 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 booty, booty and ass. Hey, hey. Skull Time! Skull Time! Skull Time! Skull Time! Guess what? Guess what time it is? It's Skull Time. Guess what time it is? Skull Time. It's Skull Time. Skull Time means it's time to buy shirts. The best damn shirts in the whole damn land. Into the AM, the video this is sponsored by is here to give you Skull Time. Thank you for sponsoring this. Into the AM. Buy the best damn t-shirts in the land. And hey, if you want, some t-shirts, they're on sale from August 18th to the 20th. You know that essential say, did you know? Oh, and hey, did you know that if you want some t-shirts, tees in the land? Oh, and hey, did you know that if you want some t-shirts, basic tees, essential tees, they're on 21st. They're on sale. Skull Time on sale. Get some t-shirts. Thank you very much. Very much. In the AM. Another month, another time to talk about how to improve oneself. Last month I told you about Skillshare. Skillshare again is this video's sponsor. I watched a whole bunch of self-help videos, and I threw away all my garbage. I've I've been spending my weekends and my weekdays working my big old booty off like I normally do. Only now I've been watching a lot of the stuff that is available on Skillshare. Again, related to self-help. But of course, you can get anything you need on Skillshare to be able to learn. It's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of incredibly made, well-curated lessons, lectures, ways of learning. Using my link down in the description below, you can get a deal right now. And Skillshare has been super duper helpful for me. So why not try it? Thank you very much for sucking, licking, fucking and slipping. Sucking, licking, fucking and slipping. Hey, sucking, licking, fucking and slipping. Sucking, licking, fucking and slipping. Hey, sucking, slicking. Skull time! Skull time! Skull time! Guess what time it is? It's skull time. Skull time means it's time to buy shirts. T-shirts in the land. Oh, and hey, did you know that if you want some t-shirts to the AM, it's skull time. Skull time means it's time to buy shirts. The best damn shirts in the whole damn time. Guess what time it is? It's skull time. Another month, another time to talk about how to improve oneself. Last month I told you about Skillshare, and Skillshare again is this video's sponsor. I watched a whole bunch of Skillshare approved self-help videos, and I threw away all my garbage. I've been spending my weekends and my weekdays working my big old booty off like I normally do. Only now I've been watching a lot of the stuff that is available on Skillshare. Again, related to self-help, but of course you can get anything you need on Skillshare to be able to learn. It's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of incredibly made, well-curated lessons, lectures, ways of learning. Using my link down in the description below, you can get a deal on Skillshare right now. And Skillshare has been super duper helpful for me. So why not try it? I'm peeing on myself. Well, that's confusing. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. I'm George Bush and I approve this message. Suck my dick. Another month itself. Last month I told you about Skillshare. And Skillshare, again, is this video's sponsor. I watched a whole bunch of Skillshare-approved self-help videos. And I threw away all my garbage. I've been spending my weekends and my weekdays working my big old booty off like I normally do. Only now I've been watching a lot of the stuff that is available on Skillshare. Again, related to self-help. But of course, you can get anything you need on Skillshare to be able to learn. It's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of incredibly made, well-curated lessons, lectures, ways of learning. Using my link down in the description below, you can get it now. Skillshare has
I'm a big fat asshole. When you love me, love me, love me. 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 I'm a lovely big old buddy boy. 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 I am a lovely big old buddy boy. Soup. Some people say man is made out of mud. Poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's a weaker and a back that's strong. You load of 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Ooh. I was born one morning where the sun didn't shine. I picked up a shovel and I walked to the line. I loaded 16 tons, number 9 coal, and the hardball said, well, bless my soul, you loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one won't get you, then the left one will. You load of 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
Finished all the work I needed to get done. I was doing it while I was singing. Hi, how are you? Wonderful weather we're having. How am I doing that? Hi, how are ya? Wonderful weather we're having.
One fist of iron, the other is steel. If the right one gets you, then the left one will, you know.
I love that song. That song's so good.
Suck my dick and licking my nuts. If the white one don't get you, then the left one will.
Am I good?
They're coming. You can't escape. Can you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so I got the sponsors submitted. I'm probably going to delay the video so that I can make sure that the time travel show doesn't get delayed.
No, but why did you promise it if you weren't going to be able to do it? I'm Liam Blasco!
That shit sucks. Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder. Yeah, that song slaps. I like that song. It's a good song. Thanks for recommending that song. It's a good ass song. I like that song. Is this what 3D Realms is doing? What's the 3D Realms thing that was announced? Tempest Rising. Tempest Rising. It's an RTS.
Auto command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
Land across Eurasia, most heavily affected by the fallout.
You have proven yourself loyal to me so far, General. Our dynasty has waited long enough. Show me that my trust is not misplaced.
Braces for the inevitable retaliation.
Strong though they may be, they are still flesh and bone.
Yeah, who did the music? Who did the music there?
Get to work.
Who did that music? Looks good. Slipgate Ironworks. What else did they do? Oh, okay.
Mache63 tipped $2. What's Tot song called?
Oh, Allison by Slowdive.
So this right here is a smaller little thing, a little test we tried to do. At some point we wanted to see what it would look like if we did a Duke Nukem Time to Kill / Tomb Raider style game in the Iron Fury universe. And so the project was very shortly lived. It was called Bombshell TTK. And it was basically a small test just to...
Okay. Just look up Mick Gordon. I'm sure he'd... No. I don't think that's him. Yeah, I don't think that's him. It's a good sound alike, though. And then that SpongeBob game looks sick as fuck.
Told you. Look at all those snails the monster kidnapped.
Look, it's Gary.
So how do we save Gary without that monster snail seeing us?
Gary is the monster snail.
Huh? They grow up so fast, don't they?
These massive amounts of candy bars must have given him a sugar rush. We can't take him back home like this. We have to cut off his candy supply first.
Already on it, buddy.
I have a few questions. Did you see? I like the details. There was that one. There's that fucking vending machine from Rock Bottom. He's wearing the flower thing. I don't understand why Patrick is like a fucking floating ghost thing, though. There's a Larry, that they're based on Larry the Snail.
Squidward, Banuga.
BC SpongeBob level. Oh, is that a fucking... Where is that a sea bear? So that's based on the SpongeBob BC episode. Wait, I recognize that too. My god, the detail in this. This thing. Why do I recognize that thing? What is it? What is that thing from? Oh, that's the even bigger. That's the sea rhinoceros. You got sea bears. I'm all for this. This is so cool. So fucking cool. He's using the pizza box to float. Holy shit, he's using the pizza box to float. Oh my god. Oh, he's wearing the karate gear.
I say we kick things off.
Oh, I love it. This is that episode where he tries to sell him a timeshare that it's based on. That's a later season one.
Citizen in need. Karate Bob to the rescue.
I'm like so interested in trying to see if there's any details around here. It's a movie set, it looks like.
Those jelly extras were very convincingly beating me up.
Pearl. There's handsome Squidward back there. That's handsome Squidward right there. What else is going on here? It's a Bikini Bottom movie set. What does that say? Something bowl? The coffee bowl? I want a remake of the movie game as well, but that game has fucking Scarlett Johansson in it. Like, the voice talent alone would be incredibly difficult to pay for. Oh, it's a Western episode. Okay. It's Debbie. Fuck yeah. Oh, there's no date? No. You guys don't have a date yet? Oh, I want that game now. I want it now, dude. I want to play the game right now. Oh my god, there's a Band Geeks level. Prehistoric level. You got mystery. Karate level. When he gets injected with the snail shit. The Band Geeks level. Holy shit. That's awesome. The Flying Dutchman level, and it's all spooky Halloween. Look at this! Oh my god, that looks awesome, dude. Oh, and he's the snail back there. Do you think he'll shave himself down so he's just the brain with eyes? He's got his sock. He's got his one sock. The same team that did the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake is doing this. Wow, that's sick. Wow, that he only had the long flowing hair in the flashback of the episode. All right, yeah. Kill Bill Sandy, I forgot about that. Pretty much everything's like after season 5, I kind of fall off. That's the King of Karate episode, yeah. But like seasons 1 through 5, I am an expert of. Okay, so there is a Steam page. It just says coming soon. It just says coming soon, though. What, would I take a sponsor to play this game? Are you fucking kidding me? Of course I would.
Told you. Look at all those snails.
Oh, it's a different trailer. Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's a way to open a trailer. That's a way to open the trailer. So here's the thing. I forever hear the whistling in my head. The winner takes all. And then someone whistles. Right there. I don't know, like, let me see if I can find it. There's somebody whistling in the background, and I always hear it in my head. Oh, they dubbed in the song. Now you'll hear the whistling. Dang. I always hear that. That's all. That is part of the song in my head. Oh wait, there were references in that. There were references there. I should be paying attention. Oh god, I'm just gonna watch SpongeBob. Oh, it's is mayonnaise in it? It's a bunch of instruments and then a can of mayonnaise.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, horseradish isn't an instrument either. I love it! Oh wow, that's such a cool looking level though. That looks so cool. Oh, there's a night level? Whoa, look at SpongeBob's house. It's a fucking tuna can. It's a can of pineapple. What is this? What is this? Is this from an episode? I do not recognize that at all. Oh, you can't see the house. Right. Okay. I'm not moving that. Right there. It's a can of pineapple. That's like the door is like the key's been turned up and then it's that's such a cool... Is that from a fucking episode? I don't recognize that at all. Wow, I want to play this now. I want to play this right now. Holy shit. Wow. When does it come out? It doesn't say. 7 distinct wish worlds. Okay, so there's 7 worlds. Balloon Patrick is SpongeBob's companion. 101 songs from the series, including Sweet Victory. What? 101? Wow, dude. Fuck, that looks great. That looks so good. That looks oh. I want to play it right now. I want to play this right fucking now. God, there's not even a year. There's not even a release year. This could be 2024. Fuck. Wait. Wait, a South Park teaser. Wait, they're doing another South Park game? Are they really doing another... Oh my god, they were hinting towards it and everything. It says a South Park teaser. And even a South Park teaser. Okay, so all they're saying is they're making a game. Okay. Gonna be real. Fractured Butthole, not very good. Stick of Truth, awesome. Great game. Fractured Butthole, They really didn't give us a fucking release date. Wow. Wow, that's a cool costume on Mr. Krabs. I don't recognize that. See, this is the house I was talking about. Larry's a pirate. Pearl is a caveman. God. This shit makes me so happy. This shit makes me so happy to see. It's so simple. It's such a simple game. It's just a platformer. It's just a SpongeBob platformer. I'm so happy that they're making the. Fuck yeah, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? I love SpongeBob games. I love SpongeBob games. Love them. I love SpongeBob games so much. So like, yeah, 101 songs. You definitely have Rip Pants. You got the song about how to tie your, you gotta tell how to tie your shoes. They might add you to the press list. Okay. I don't like being the guy like, hey, I have 360,000 subs. Come hang out with me. That seems so shitty. Like begging for stuff. So we're gonna play this then. Of course we're just gonna let's play this. God, I don't have time. I call the loop-de-loop. Gotta take a lace in each hand. Go over and under again. Make a loop-de-loop and pull. Now your shoes are looking cool. You go over and back, left to right. Loop-de-loop and you pull 'em tight. Like bunny ears or a Christmas bow. Lace 'em up and you're ready to go. Here's the production music. Dear SpongeBob, well, here you go. We're downloading a game. It's lagging, yeah. Yeah, let's play Battle for Bikini Bottom. Rehydrated. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, bum, 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 boom, boom. Down, 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 down.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh! Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
If nautical nonsense be something you wish,
SpongeBob SquarePants!
then drop on the deck and flop like a fish!
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Ready? SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants!
Welcome to Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, Gary. It sure looks like...
Okay. I have to pee. And why aren't you in uniform? I have to pee.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh! Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
If nautical nonsense be something you wish,
SpongeBob SquarePants!
then drop on the deck and flop like a fish.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Ready? SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants!
Welcome to Bikini Bottom, a normally peaceful undersea sanctuary. Today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
Today is the big day. I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula. And if Bikini Bottom happens to get demolished in the process, oh well. With my brand new Duplicatotron 3000, I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command. One last review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1, is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing? no, wait! But I'm your master! I made you! No! Oh, my good China!
Another perfect day playing robots and racehorses.
Yeah, only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine Robo Jr. or Zorlon or maybe Frankie.
Yeah, these unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you.
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's great, Patrick.
So we put the toy robots in here.
Okay.
Then we say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with.
But Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did.
So, okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wiesna Tikitana Fushbar Griddle Bits von Wiederschnauzer, but I kept forgetting it.
Are you sure this'll work?
Sure. Last week, I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry. So I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell. Then I said the magic wishing word and shook it. And in the morning, I had lots of little cookie crumbs.
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best day ever.
Good night, SpongeBob.
Good night, Patrick.
The next morning.
Gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with... Whoa! Gary, did you do that? Yeah, Gary, it sure looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess. Meow. What a fantastic idea! These signs will provide important tips to help me out. How do I read the signs? Meow. Oh, okay. Press this button to read the signs. Meow. So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and... It shines. Maybe a little bounce on the old bed. This is where I keep all my old comic books.
I did it again.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
I do that a lot.
Patrick needs to do laundry.
So do I.
I love opening presents. This is where I keep all my old comic books. fresh like a spring breeze.
Did I say anything interesting? I talked about Half-Life 3 quite a bit.
Breaking news! Bikini Bottom residents have been attacked by a raging torrent of robot horror!
So much for fixing this quietly.
Authorities are not sure who is responsible for unleashing the mechanical menaces, but they have assured us that the person is in big, big trouble.
Uh-oh.
Did I say big trouble? I meant so enormous that it's hard to comprehend trouble. We'll keep you posted as this tragic story unfolds. Tragically, we're sure.
There's nothing like the sounds of your own neighborhood.
Go
away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh, Plankton?
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know. Not for me, though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things. They even bent all my spoons. I love those spoons like they were my children.
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they bend all my forks?
Not the forks! Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you can get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams.
You've got a deal.
Hey, SpongeBob! I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand.
Bubble buddy.
You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man.
But all I need to do is figure out how to get rid of these robots.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we?
Something about new bubble moves.
Right! Press this button and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you. Try it out.
Oh, sparkly!
You ready for fake Mr. Krabs?
SpongeBob, this flapping robot crisis is making the Krusty Krab lose money like a sinking ship. No money means no more Krusty Krab. No more Krusty Krab means no more fry cooking for you. But because you're gullible, I'm gonna help you out.
God, I feel bad. I need to work. God fucking damn it. It's so hard for me to just like do stuff for fun. I got work to do. All right. I love you guys. Bye.